Younger Sufyan was just like you. He was closing his body, having a lot of tension in his front body, shallow breathing and barely breathing, and contracting his chest and abdominal muscles. And he was wondering why people didn't like him, didn't speak to him, didn't even approach to him, and why he was so anxious and depressed, why he was angry and frustrated for the tiny day-to-day problems. And then when he started self-improvement and he started to consume educational content and read useful books, he found deep breathing. Just deep breathe, bro. In our modern society, in our modern world, many young men struggle with the problems of anxiety, depression, and having done a lot of tension around their bodies and struggling with communication and struggling with people not speaking to him and not wanting to have conversations with them. It's all come to how your body is exposed, and in this video we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna answer some limiting beliefs that you have or you might have about deep breathing. More social and confident. When the front of your body is open, this means that you are open into the world and facing it, rather than closing your body and afraid of the world. And when you open your body, especially the front of your body, this means that you are more confident, and confidence attracts people's attention, and your attention actually fills the room. Your presence fills the room. This is why people become attracted to you and notice you, and you become more popular. So to explain it easily, when you open the front of your body, you are opening to the world and facing it. And this means that you are more confident, and confidence attracts people's attention. And I noticed that myself when I go to a social environment like the gym or a mall. I'm totally comfortable in there, and I noticed that people notice me back and they feel comfortable also in my presence, not like when I didn't deep breathe. I was anxious and stressed, so people, when they notice me, they try to avoid me. Relationship to girls and people. I will tell you a story of mine. So I'm a shy guy, very introverted, don't speak to girls, speak just to little guys, don't have many friends. And when I go to self-improvement and I start practicing deep breathing after months, when this summer hits, I went with two of my friends to the beach, and I actually decided with one of my with one of those two friends to approach to two girls. And so yeah, we got on the water. I started to get closer and closer and closer to them, and I started to look to them, like to look to them a lot, like a creep. But they looked back to me and they start laughing, and I know at this time that it's gonna be fine. So I get closer, 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 and the waves hit me, and I noticed that they were just behind me. And I turned it on on my body, and I cracked a smile, and I said to them, I like you both. You are always together. You are like twins. And they start laughing, and they said to me, thank you. And it was my first approach to girls. So, why I did tell you this story? I tell you this story to tell you that these two girls didn't actually say to me thank you and didn't laugh, because what did I say? Because you might think that what did I say is cringe. Yes, it's cringe. It's like I look at you like a creep. I said things that a creep guy will say, but I didn't look it like it, because in my mind right now and back then I didn't thought that it will be creep. I was comfortable, I was happy, I was full of joy, full of confidence. And this is the difference between someone who deep breathe or not. When we deep breathe, suddenly all these negative thoughts that, oh, I don't know what to say to them, it will be creep if I say this thing, they all disappear, and you will left with your own personality. You show them your own personality. And also a powerful thing about deep breathing is when you deep breathe, you actually change the environment and the people around you by absorbing, as inhaling all the tension, and when you exhale, like you let this tension disappear. You relax them, you relax your tension and their tension, so you absorb the tension as you inhale, and then when you exhale, you let this tension go away, and the people around you becomes more open and more relaxed and more loving. Releasing stress and anxiety. For a long period of my life, I was really stressed and really anxious about the smallest problem that I face it in everyday life. Like if the Wi-Fi was slow, I get so stressed and I start punch my bed, and I start punch the table, because I was so stressed about a small thing that the Wi-Fi is slow. Like people are going to war and I'm stressed about the slow Wi-Fi. So it was so stupid. Yes, it was so stupid. And you actually, when you open up the front of your body when you are deep breathing and opening the front of your body, you are relaxing the contraction muscle there. You are relaxing your chest muscle, your abdominals, your neck also, because your neck is, and also your facial muscles, because a lot of time you wrinkle or you contract your jaw. And when you do that, you are releasing the stress, because this contraction actually, its source is stress. The source of this contraction is stress. When you got stressed, you contract this muscle, you wrinkle, or you contract your jaw, or you close your body. And also, when you open up the front of your body, you are actually making it easier for yourself to absorb air, because you are straight and air can flow easily to your lungs. And also, when you deep breathe, especially from your stomach, it increases the lung capacity to absorb air. So you absorb more air, and when you absorb more air, your heartbeat start to slow down. And you do that by doing calm and deep breaths. And you also, and by doing this deep and calm breaths, you reduce your heartbeat, as we talked about before, and it results in a more calm and present and relaxed state. Mindfulness. As we said before, deep breathing can reduce your stress and get you in a more calm and present state. And it can also get you to a mindful state where you are fully aware of the things around you. You are fully aware of your environment. You are fully aware of the things that you do. And in a mindful state, you also have no thoughts to distract you. You have no negative thoughts to distract you. And this means, by a quick turn, you become smarter. You become smarter because you start to question and you start to notice things that you ignore it. For example, you start to question why I play, how to actually deep breathe. In this section, we're gonna discover the method, or the superior method, on how to breathe deeply. So follow the steps with me. Inhale deeply through your nose and breathe throughout whatever tension you notice in your body. Inhale deeply into your lower belly, then exhale. Follow with me. On your next inhalation, breathe into your lower and upper belly, then exhale. On your next inhalation, fill your entire belly, then your solar plexus, then your lower chest, then exhale. Then inhale and fill your belly, solar plexus, and your entire chest, in that order. For several breaths, inhale fully. In this way, filling your lower belly all the way down to your genitals. Then the rest of your belly, solar plexus, and finally your chest. Then exhale fully, slowly, and smoothly. So this is the method on the book The Superior Man, on how to deep breathe, to master the word in your movement. Honestly, how do you feel? How did you feel when you practice it? This deep breathing method. Honestly, I found myself, when I first read the book and practiced it, this breathing method, all your muscles become relaxed. and you enter a flow state. You become more present, and you will more benefit from that when you are consistently practicing it. And it's actually really fun and kinda relaxing, and it feels natural to your body. In the previous section, we talked about the benefits of deep breathing, and actually I see them as the most helpful benefits of deep breathing. And in this section, we're gonna talk about consistency, how to stay consistent. So to stay consistent and deep breathing, you should remind yourself of it daily. You should breathe consistently, and to do that, I actually created a free to use Notion template, and I'm going to link it in the description below. And it's basically a habit tracker. You're gonna do 10 minutes of deep breathing each day, no matter what. You can, like, if you don't, we're gonna say that you are a busy guy and you don't have even 10 minutes a day. You can divide it. For example, you do 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening, or you divide it by 3 minutes in the morning, 3 minutes like before dinner, and before, so 3 minutes, like I'm gonna say in 1 p.m. and 3 minutes in the evening. Simple as that. So I'm gonna link it in the description below so that you can actually get to this habit and benefit from that. What if it doesn't work for me? I see it consistent. I get to the deep breathing and I didn't see the benefit that you talked about. You might ask this question, and the answer to that question is simple. It will work. It will work. You just need to do more repetition and more time. So you might heard the term progressive overload in the gym, and progressive overload is actually the foundation of self-improvement. Everything is in self-improvement. It is based in progressive overload, and it is principle of progressive overload. You can apply it to deep breathing. So, for example, you done 2 weeks of deep breathing. It's not enough. It's not enough. And we're gonna talk about how much time you're gonna see to do deep breathing, how much time you will take to see the benefits of deep breathing in the next section. But you just need now to do more repetition and more time in a good form. It's like when you want to grow bigger and stronger muscles, you do more reps, you exercise more in a good form, and you take your time, because it's gonna demand a lot of time. It's gonna demand a lot of sacrificing. It's gonna demand a lot of hours, a lot of work to see the results. But the results are so amazing. I'm gonna talk about later. So I want to say something. Your mind is the one who gets you to think like that. Your mind is the one who gets you to think that deep breathing is not effective to you. We call that limiting beliefs. And your mind also is the one that convinces you to watch porn, to masturbate. Your mind is the one who convinces you to eat junk food, to play video games, to watch anime, to 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 get into these bad relationships because someone shows interest in you and you don't love them even. You don't even love them. Your mind is the one who gets you into these limiting beliefs because your mind just wants to get you in your comfort zone. Your mind doesn't want you to like to go to discomfort, to exit your comfort zone. And this is why you are not social. This is why you have so much shit communication skills. This is why girls don't like you. This is why you are not tall. This is why you have smaller muscles. This is why you are not lucky, because you are not, and this is why also why you are not confident, because your mind always wants you to stay in this comfort zone, and what you want to do is to exit it. So if your mind is like that, if your mind is always telling you to just stay in your comfort zone, you might be better if you don't listen to it, right? And this is the thing that we are doing in self-improvement. We don't listen to our mind. We see logic in some things, for example, deep breathing. We just see the benefit. So don't be egotistical and think that you are special and this doesn't apply to you. It will apply to every human. You just need more repetition and more time. So what are the things that you can do to improve your deep breathing long term? When I was searching on the internet for voice exercises, because I wanted to have a clear voice and a deep voice for these videos, and I didn't know how to get a deep voice, so I was researching and I found it a deep breathing methods that really I stick to it and I really love it, and it's actually really fun. So what you need to do is to lie down. First of all, you need to lie down with on your side, then you turn, because you don't want to use your neck muscles and your abdominals and chest muscles. You want to get them relaxed. It's the purpose of deep breathing. You want them to get, you don't want the front or the muscles that are in your front body to be relaxed. So you're gonna lie on the side and then turn and close your eyes. Make your hand on your belly and close your eyes and start to feel your stomach and relax your stomach. You need to relax it because your stomach is contracted more than what you think. So relax it and breathe through it. Inhale slowly and deeply, like that. Follow with me. Very slowly and deeply. And you can do it for 5 minutes when you first wake up. You do it. It's easy. And it actually will get you to stick in your deep breathing deep breathing habit. So how much how much you need to do, or how long you need to do deep breathing to see results? At least 2 months. It will take months to see the results that you are desiring, but it's actually a great ROI, a great return on investment, because I will tell you some of the things that I just experienced it last night. So these are actually I see them as the best results that I ever got in deep breathing. So I'm lying down in my bed, and I was like sleeping. I wanted to sleep and everything. It's someone turned up the light, and he walks and make noises when he walks. And you are trying to sleep, and they turn the light, and they go to the kitchen and forget to turn the light off, and start to make noises in the kitchen, with the stuff there and cooking and all that stuff. And he finish it with the kitchen and turn off the light of the kitchen and close the door of the kitchen, while still making noises with his feet. And he got into his room, and he locked his room forcibly, and he let the light on, and I walked, put my cover off, and I walked calmly and turned off the light, was still calm and not stressed, and I didn't say anything. You can imagine this state when you are like in this I was like in the past, like in the beginning of the past year. I was so stressed about this thing. When it happened to me, I started to get angry and scream, and I'm not even getting frustrated by that. You see the level of calmness, the level of emotional like control. See the level of stoicism and like calmness. It's actually this what I'm talking about. This is the things that deep breathing can afford. It is why I did this whole full guide on deep breathing, because I saw something that is very, very, very powerful, and I wanted to share it with you so you can benefit also for that. And so, how much you need to do deep breathing? You might ask, do I need to do it for 1 year and stop? It's actually, you need to do it for the rest of your life, because in our caveman ancestor days, they were deep breathing naturally without knowing that they are deep breathing. The term deep breathing didn't exist right then, because it's your nature to do breathe. When you get in a certain level in the breathing, it becomes natural to you. So I'm right now deep breathing naturally. I don't have to meditate anymore. I don't have to need to do affirmation anymore. you just deep breathing, like catch me into this constant, not constant, like present state that monks like meditate for like decades to get in. So just deep breathe for the rest of your life, because it's something in your nature, and it will become automatically in your system to do it when you get to certain level. So yeah, for useful sources that you can benefit also from that, I recommend for you to read the book The Way of the Superior Man. If you don't want to read it completely, just read chapter 45 with the title of Breathe Down the Front. If you wanna learn about the spiritual benefits of deep breathing that we talked about in this section, and also I recommend it for in this section of the benefits, I want to also recommend for you Andrew Huberman Lab podcast. I'm gonna link to episodes where he talks about the scientific like the scientific benefits of deep breathing on your body, and also these are things that I'm not very have experienced on that, so you will better understand from a professional. I will link to episodes of him in the description below so that you can get the physical benefits of deep breathing on you, and I hope that you will become a better person with deep breathing, and that you're gonna benefit from that practice. And I hope that you will stay consistent with that. And yeah, that's it.